Hey there, Snicker Snacks. Welcome to the Vorpal Arcanum News and Recap Show. Yay!
Woo!
Dwayne, we expect more from you.
I know, Dwayne, come on, amp it up. You're here as a guest, and you're just, like, not pulling it. Tyler, I see your desktop. That's awesome. Cool. Anyway, this is your host at Space Lord PJs, being the good, the bad, and the ugly, hosting your weekly recap show of what is going on here at Vorpal Tales. With me here today is Steven, Tyler, and special guest Dwayne. Not playing one of our favorite games, Conan Exiles, because the server crashed. And I blame...
There was a new awesome update today, and none of us checked beforehand, so...
I still gotta blame someone.
You're the server mod for this game. That would be you.
It is entirely the server mod's fault.
Right, which for
whoever
this game
that
is Sean.
so happens to be.
I mean, you sort of bequeathed that to me. Look, Steve's already playing Star Wars. He's just blown us off.
Look,
God.
man, I made that go away before anyone would notice, and you ruined it.
Everybody saw it. So anyway, now that we're all talking, plug your pluggable, guys. Who are you? Steve, who are you?
Who am I? Who? As always, I'm Steve. I play several characters here at Vorpal Tales. You can find me currently playing Sydney in Call of Cthulhu, Elidor in Stardust of Saltmarsh. Who else? Bruno in Extinction Curse, and running on Fridays, Tales from the Yawning Portal. You can find me online at Voodoo Arcade.
Tyler, tell us all your dark secrets.
I'm Elder Jekos on the internet. You can find me there doing awesome things and being awesome, usually. Except when Sean is breaking all my servers.
I know. Dwayne, you're here, right? You're with us still?
Yes, Dwayne is here.
Cool.
I am here. Hey guys, you guys can find me on the interwebs at Made of Kimchi. I am playing in Extinction Curse as your favorite alchemist firemaker, Mitch, and in Tales of the Yawning Portal on Fridays as Vessel, the lovable yet clunky cleric.
Are you huggable? Lovable and huggable?
I hug you, you don't hug me.
Oh. That's a Barney song for you that just got twisted. Anyway. Awesome, guys. So, if anybody here has watched any of our recent shows, you know that we're forging a Vorpal sword in my backyard, and we really need you to smash that like and subscribe because we really need to win this round of blade making competition. So how have you four been? What's been going on? Anything new? You well? You good?
I feel like that's a question for the second half of this episode.
Sean, it's been a doozy of a week.
It has been a doozy.
It's been a doozy of a week, officer.
Officer, it has been a doozy of a day.
My God, sports fans.
Right. Dwayne, we don't hear from you often except on game nights. How are you doing? You doing well?
I am, actually, this is my first Thursday off, in the past 2 months since Amazon made mandatory overtime.
Oh, wow. So, have you been enjoying your night, your evening? Has it been good for you? Did you get a large cheese pizza with pepperoni on one side?
No, because I haven't been able to go shopping. All I had was a bag of pasta and a can of beef.
I'm sorry, but
now
also
I'm sad.
grossed out. Yeah, you just wow. So is there
But I've still got my bottle of Crown Royal, so we're good.
Oh, I was just about to say, is there a GoFundMe we can give you to? But you got Crown Royal, you're good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go.
That man don't need no money. He's got Crown Royal.
What if he runs out of Crown Royal?
That man will then need some money.
Cool. Not cool. Anyway, so this is a recap show, so let's get down with that. First up, let's recap what happened in Awesome Adventures with our first Vorpal Hut of Tiny Tales. So I ran that one. That was fun, and we were running No, we were not. We were running Mutants and Masterminds 2nd edition, which was a favorite of mine, and I think all of ours now. The Phenomenal Four, who were intrepid heroes, responded to an alarm at a bank where they faced off against seismic Jake Busey Sinise, who was robbing it. After defeating him and speaking with reporters, earning some well-earned fame, they got an alert that there was a disturbance at the Phenom 4 tower. There they met a mysterious old man who seemed to know his way around the tower quite well. He rambled on about Captain Awesome and his untimely death. Apparently, his death inspired a new generation of heroes. This old man showed him a secret passage that led to a teleporter, which then led to a space station. Wow!
Space station? In
space station! It was in space. It was crazy.
In space.
Was it stationed in space?
It was stationed in space.
Awesome.
Like Lagrange point type stuff, you know, for astronomers out there. And astrophysicists, scientists, NASA workers. I'm sure they're all just watching the show. You know,
we're huge amongst the NASA people.
Big NASA viewership. That's not true. So then aliens attacked, but then they weren't aliens. They were just dudes in alien suits. But it was too late. Their ship had rounded the sun, pulling a Star Trek 4, sending them back in time to where they crashed into the city prison aisle. While dealing with superpowered criminals, Figure 8, the Canadian can opener, and seismic Gary Sinise, Hero Gigawatt geeked out when Captain Awesome arrived. Two battles raged, one between the Phenomenal Four and the other between Captain Awesome and a mysterious superpowered brute who had siphoned Gigawatt's powers. Captain Awesome was known to have a weakness to powerful electrical surges, and as the Phenomenal Four brought the prison break under control, Captain Awesome was surged with a massive bolt of energy, to which he slumped and fell into the bay. Our heroes were left in wonderment as to what all this meant, and we'll find out in a future episode of the Vorpal Head of Tiny Tales.
That's right, you owe me a hero point.
Why?
I used a hero point to give Captain Awesome immunity to that, and you overrode it.
Right, and I'm pretty sure I give you a hero point for that.
Nope, because we ended the session. I forgot to bring it up.
That was your hero point. Should have used it.
Yeah, you should have used it, because they reset every round. So, like, in 4,000 months when we play this again, maybe I'll... You know what? Send me an email. I'll put a reminder on my calendar.
You're the worst DM in the history of ever.
Anyway, you know what, Tyler? Why don't you break down what happened to us in Terrifying Tales? Speaking of worst GM ever.
Terrifying Tales was our first short story. We have themes here at Vorpal Tales, and we did superheroes this month, so we played Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition. Only we played...
This was specifically planned in regard to National Superhero Day, correct?
You are totally correct, Steve.
Where we played supernatural heroes of mystic might and mighty fantasy. Yeah, I got nothing. All of the heroes were pretty cool, except for one, which was Sean's, because he's the worst.
Whatever.
We banter here. We banter now.
Now? What do you mean now?
Yeah.
The Dark Infinium. Yes, the Dark Infinium. Working for the Esoterica, a secret organization that exists in this world to monitor and, when necessary, contain all things supernatural. Has special units called chapters that they use to fight evildoers out in the world where necessary, and this is what our heroes were in the Dark Infinium chapter. Crimson City had an emergency in a subway in the bad side of town, so they went to investigate. Along the way, they were ambushed by some of their old arch-enemies, the motorcycle gangsters of the apocalypse. After handily defeating them in a street battle, they proceeded to interrogate the police officers at the disaster site. That went not so great.
I think it went well.
I did awesome.
You did really awesome.
Nice shade.
I'm trying to think of a good way to say this. The most awesome, not magician character in the party. There we go. I'm good now.
Wow.
Did some awesome investigating, but then touched a little bit of the madness when he delved too deep into the mysteries of what was happening. And they discovered that Adrian Eldritch, the protector of Earth from the supernatural, apparently had died in the subway, the victim of a cosmic rift that opened between dimensions, causing all kinds of terribleness to spill into the subway. Then the party's magician, tried to pierce the barrier blocking them from entering the subway, and in so doing was able to deactivate it. But the Eldritch Energy's backlash caused all of the dead civilians to rise as infected zombies, and that is where the cliffhanger came. And that is where the story ended for the evening. To be continued in next month's issue.
Infected with what?
I guess you'll find out.
I'm not playing in this game, and I'm like excited about it. Like, oh man, I need to go back and watch this.
Cool.
Our characters
So-
in that game were actually all pretty awesome. We had the magician, and then we had Eldritch, and then we had Nightshade, the detective with the powers of shadow as a result of a curse, and then we had the Werecat. It was just Dr. Werecat, right?
It was Dr. Tiger.
Tiger, thank you.
Dr. Tiger.
Dr.
that's-
Tiger, yes.
Oh,
And then we
yes,
had
God.
the Stygian Jackal, a once normal professor who was infected with the power of the Egyptian god Anubis and turns into him when the need is great. It's a cool part.
And Sean, who were all the heroes in?
Oh, wait, sorry, Steve. We had a guest star, too. Our
Oh,
friend
yeah, that's
Sean
right, we
joined us
did.
for this adventure. Get a little bit of fresh faces going on in our short stories, and he played Mistress Hyde. Desperate to save a loved one, he tried to Saruman himself, and now, when he chooses to, or sometimes when you piss him off the wrong way, he transforms into the superheroine, Mistress Hyde. Yes, Sean, who were your heroes?
I'm trying to remember it. Wednesday kind of wipes me out in my brain hole.
We had Gigawatt, a
Gigawatt, I remember
fantastic purveyor of electric powers and terrible
I don't know
jokes.
if we would say puntastic.
It's been said it's canon.
Oh man, there was a lot of puns that day.
Oh, that's right. And Dwayne, you played Marsupial Man.
I did. Although I didn't play him very effectively, but I plan to use him more effectively in the future.
I'm excited. I'm proud of you. I think you did well. for your first
Marsupial
time.
Man is the greatest superhero in the world and can control probability and fate, and also is half marsupial.
That's true. And then we had Steve playing Hank the Tank, who was just, our big bulk of a man that was impossible to destroy and freeze because he's apparently immune to it.
That is true.
And then Tiffany was playing Mockingbird, who was our songstress. Yes, that's right. And could blow people away with her sonic voice.
And kick your ass with her pinky finger.
That's true. Exactly. Pinky finger. Get it? Cool. So yeah, you can see a lot happens around here at Vorpal Tales, and a whole lot new is about to happen as well. Tyler, what awesome things are on the horizon?
Like we said before, we had a doozy of a week. Due to unexpected, unanticipated, and unforeseen circumstances, we, at Vorpal Tales, due to this exigency, are rebooting into our new patched, upgraded, and wonderful form. And soon everything is about to change, and you'll get to see live reactions right now because we haven't told Dwayne.
That's right. Dwayne has no clue.
We will gently be phasing in across the next 2 weeks all of these changes. On the 8th of May, we will be introducing Avernus, as the show must go on has come to a close and we move on from Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We will be entering 5th Edition D&D with Sean DMing Descent into Avernus, as I stall to get pictures up on the
Excuse
screen.
me. It's called Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
They can see it. It's right there. Don't
Well,
worry.
yeah, but I had the problem of trying to find it in the file system.
I see.
And I was looking for just Descent into Avernus and didn't realize that Baldur Gate was there. So I'm just like, Descent. Nope, can't find it, Tyler. Where is it? He's like, no, it's right there. I'm like, no, it's not there. He's like, yeah, it says Baldur's Gate. Oh.
So join us tomorrow as we live create characters for this game and then probably do an intro adventure to get us out of the lowest of low levels. After that, Steve will be playing his normal game, which we can let Sean talk about later. Then on the 11th, I will be playing Mutants and Masterminds Short Stories Part 2 to complete their story arc of the Subway Nightmare. on the 15th will be our first full session of Avernus, and our final wrap-up session of the Sunless Citadel as we complete that dungeon.
Gasp.
Oh, yeah.
On the 18th, we will introduce They Came From Beneath the Sea! Dun 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 dun!
Dun dun.
From,
Yay.
we'll be playing They Came From Beneath the Sea, a soon-to-be-released game from Onyx Path Publishing, one of my favorite publishers, who has hooked us up with a copy that we could play for all of you to show you how awesome it is, so that when it comes out, we can all buy 20 copies each.
Now
It's a
one of my
game.
favorite publishers.
It is a game, as you can see from this awesome artwork, that encompasses the best tropes of classic 50s sci-fi in a tabletop RPG that is a serious game of horror, very tongue-in-cheek and full of awesome puns, and hilarity will ensue.
Some more puns.
Cards, Dwayne. The game comes with pun cards.
Yeah, I saw.
It's amazing.
It's going to be the greatest thing ever.
I cannot stress how excited I am for this game.
I concur with this assessment. And then on the 18th, also on the 18th, we will be introducing Steve as the second DM for Mondays, as
Hi.
I move to DMing on Fridays also. And Steve will be introducing us and creating characters in Savage World Supers.
Savage Super World.
We get a ton of positive feedback about our superhero game, and we love Pinnacle Entertainment, and we want them to love us too. We're gonna play the Savage Worlds version of superheroes regularly on Mondays. It'd be awesome.
Yes, very excited for that. Savage Worlds, as we mentioned before in some of my introductions and on my website bio, I believe. Savage Worlds is one of my all-time favorite systems, and I'm very excited to get to play that with you guys and bring it to everybody who joins us here at Vorpal Tales. Very excited to run that.
And then on the 22nd, we will continue our adventures into Hell and Descent into Avernus, and we will introduce yet another brand new game from Onyx Path Publishing. This one is available now on DriveThruRPG, links to be shown when we play it, called Dystopia Rising Evolution. In this game, the world has gone through the apocalypse, and what rises from the ashes is the living and the dead. You will be playing post-apocalyptic survivors, somewhat changed from normal humans, possibly with latent psionic powers, possibly gifted by the divine, if you could define what the divine is, shooting zombies in the face.
I like shooting zombies in the face.
Who doesn't like shooting zombies in the face?
That's correct.
Right?
This will take place on Fridays after Avernus weekly.
Noticing the big horror thing going on here.
Same two of each, just like normal. Keeping it real, keeping it balanced. 2 awesome adventures, 2 terrifying tales. The only thing that's changing is we're doing 1 of each on each day.
Cool. So is that it? Is that all you got?
These are all of our changes for May and June. Future games to be announced as we play them. Expect many more awesome games from Pinnacle Entertainment and Onyx Path Studios.
Wow, exciting. So cool. So like Tyler said, tomorrow we'll be starting a new campaign in Dungeons and Dragons Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. Tomorrow's episode we'll do a 0 type episode where we'll walk through the process of developing our new characters for the campaign, and we'll also step into a starter adventure to get you guys up to level 2 because level 1's boring. Following that will be Steve's Yawning Portal escapades, Goblins versus Kobolds, one night only. Omri fights the winner for the championship. Monday,
In a steel cage match.
a stone cage match.
Stone cage.
Stone cage match.
Cold iron cage.
Well, no, because then not cold iron. That's like expensive, real expensive. You got to go with just
It's wrestling. Just say it's cold iron and we'll make
It's
it
a cold iron cage match.
Right. Just make it out of plastic.
Make it out of plastic.
In a solid cold iron steel cage.
Made out of plastic. And so Monday, Tyler will be writing terrifying tales and trying to kill us all with another of his creepy, horrifying band of non-Euclidean villains with Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition at around 7-ish. Looking forward to that. Yes,
7:30,
I'm
sir.
excited.
Calendar on the screen.
You know what's funny is it's 7:30 in my thing, and I said 7. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay.
Cool.
Calendar's on the screen. Everyone can see.
Nobody reads. Yeah. So we'll have another recap show next Thursday around 10ish. Where it'll be us, hopefully in a game, playing, being awesome, and chatting to you, our wonderful viewers. Any other thoughts, guys? Anything else?
No, I'm really looking forward to diving into the 2 games that Onyx Path has given us.
Yeah, should be fun. It'll be real cool. Cool. So that'll do it for this evening, I think. Hope you enjoyed our talk and shenanigans here in not our game of choice. You should buy it, but yeah, buy it. Definitely buy it. And when it's working again, we'll eventually make it so that you can Patreon the crap out of that.
We just have to rebuild our servers, not the game.
Right. Please specify.
Yes.
The game works.
When he says
just
when it's
fine.
working again, he means our server, not the game.
Right.
We heavily mod so we can do awesome things.
I loaded it.
Like
I'm in
backflip
it.
off of Sean's head.
Exactly.
You know, you were doing that earlier when it was actually working, and let me just say, I was offended.
Oh, I can do the thing. Oh, I'm so freaking smart.
Anyway, as always, I'm Space Lord PJs or Space Lord Pajamas on social medias. You can check out my doodles on cartoon.ninja, where I upload my doodles that I do during the day. Steve, plug your pluggables. Where can people look you up on the internet?
Once again, at Voodoo Arcade on the internet, more specifically only on Twitter, because that's pretty much the only social media I do. I don't really have any projects outside of Vorpal Tales, so I'm just going to really press that you guys watch and listen to Vorpal Tales. It's a really cool gaming community that you guys should get into. Oh wait, you're already here. Stay!
Forever.
Stay a
Tyler.
while. Oh, I can't say that. Never mind.
Vorpal
No.
Tales on Twitch. Vorpal Tales at YouTube. That's the best place to find me. But you can reach me at Eldritch Echoes to talk. Or to do cool things.
Cool. Dwayne, where can people find you?
They can find me at Made of Kimchi on Twitch, Twitter. I don't even remember what my Instagram handle is, but just look up Made of Kimchi. You can pretty much find me anywhere. And what?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I will be playing with these gentlemen tomorrow, and I will probably be streaming myself early tomorrow afternoon if you guys want to stick around for some Battle Chasers Night War.
Oh, cool. That's a fun game. I actually played that on my Switch. Cool. So remember to slap that like and subscribe, because if you don't, Steve will come and cuddle a puppy on your couch and never leave.
This is true. It's happened before.
Yeah. Like my house.
Don, I need to move in today.
Yeah. About that. Anyway. Bye.
Bye.